the hood champion boxing in sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. I think if you're Devin Haney, man, you can find a way to get back to the top of the sport of boxing and leapfrog everyone. If Devin Haney really believes in his skills and comes back to face Madrimov, Bohachuk, or Murtazaliev. Now, there's been talks of Devin Haney fighting a guy like Boots, fighting Crawford. We know fighters sometimes say some things, for the shock and awe effect. But let's be real here now. If Devin Haney fought Madrimov, if he fought Bohachuk, if he fought Murtazaliev, does he stand a chance? Because they say skills pay the bills. And we know what happened with Devin and Ryan. I truly believe that I wish that fight would have never happened. Because even though I have a way I feel about Devin and his chin, and I think you're very careful with the opponents they've selected, but I also recognize that Devin Haney is not a small guy. He's a big guy. He kills himself to get down to 140. Really, you can look at him. At 135 was horrible. Horrible. That man, what he did to himself to get to 135 was not normal. At 140, it's still, again, he looks ghoulish, right? He struggles to make that weight. Devin Haney really should be fighting at 147, maybe 154. But what happens if he goes up and he faces a guy like Madrimov? Devin has good footwork. He has great legs. You think he won't be drained, so he should have more energy. He has long arms. He has timing. That jab alone for Devin has worked wonders throughout his career. How would he do against a guy like Madrimov? Because they say Terrence Crawford has great skills, right? They say Devin Haney has great skills. If he bubbles up to 154 and gets comfortable in the division, would Devin Haney be able to outskill these guys the way Crawford did? Why not? He's a undisputed champion in the lower weight class. Crawford was. Champion at 140, Crawford was. He'd just be skipping 147, which I think he should, because I just think he kills himself to make the weights that he makes. But he'd be more comfortable. He should feel stronger. Should have more power. And he's working with Victor Conti Snacks, so they're going to have the right supplementation strategy. But if it's not Madrimov, maybe Bohachuk. Bohachuk's long. He's tall. He's going to throw a lot of combinations. Would they give Devin opportunities to exploit the aggressive offense from Bohachuk and Crawford? Now Haney can time him and possibly slow down Bohachuk and maybe even outpoint him. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I think those are some tough pills to swallow, boy. Madrimov and Bohachuk, for Devin Haney to get in there and get a victory. But I'm doing this video because I see some people saying that Devin should go fight one of them because they think Devin would beat him, because the Madrimov, Bohachuk, Murtazaliev style is just a simple Eastern European style, and anyone with great boxing acumen can exploit that and get a victory. And they're saying Crawford did what Tim Tszyu couldn't, and a guy like Devin has the boxing IQ to where he can come out there and do to them what Crawford did and what Tim Tszyu failed to do, and what many people feel Virgil Ortiz failed to do, is because Tim Tszyu and Virgil Ortiz are more brawlers, fighters, not really much IQ behind it. They just come in and just swing for the fences. And when guys can come in there with surgical precision, like Crawford and Haney, they will always have the upper hand in those fights. Now, to that I say is this. Under maybe some other circumstances, different opponents, boy, yo, man, other circumstances, different opponents, maybe, right? But anything's possible, right? But they come out here and want to throw Devin in there with Madrimov and Bohachuk. I'm not so sure Devin beats those guys. But I understand what people are trying to say. I wouldn't put my money on that shit. Now, Devin against Murtazaliev. We just saw Murtazaliev fight. Does Devin beat Murtazaliev? Oh, Lord have mercy. I think the question is, does Devin beat Tim Tszyu? Because there are quite a few boxing fans who feel if that was Devin Haney in the ring with Tim Tszyu, Devin Haney would have beat Tim Tszyu. In turn, they also believe Devin Haney would have beat Murtazaliev. And let me tell y'all something, man. Skills do pay the bills, but Murtazaliev has skill. Madrimov has skill. Bohachuk has skill. Bohachuk has power too. Madrimov is a freak. He has power. Murtazaliev has power. Understand this. If a person wants to come out here and talk about Devin Haney putting the bing bings on someone, right? Understand this. I get it, Devin Haney struggles to make 140. I get it, Devin Haney's a big guy. But these guys at 154 are cutting. Like 154 is as low as they can go. So for Devin Haney to be able to get to 140, and these guys, the lowest they can go is 154. These guys are much bigger than Devin, naturally bigger. I think Devin could make the fight somewhat interesting, but I think what these guys are probably just rush him and just put him on the back foot, and I think it'd be a matter of time before he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So when people are like, oh, he should fight these three Eastern Europeans because he's the American fighter and the American style and the American skill set will trump the Eastern European fighters all the time because Crawford did it. Yeah, don't do that. Crawford came up from 135. Devin can do it. Stop. Let me tell you something, man. Ryan Garcia, which I have no respect for that dude, man. Everything about, I don't like nothing about that guy. Before I was high on Ryan, man, you know, I was like, yo, speed and power, but everything that happened between Devin and the Rants, I don't mess with that kid. He's toxic. I don't like him. And I don't really trip on a lot. It's just too much going on with that guy. But I just wish he wouldn't have fought Ryan. Because I do think Ryan took something out of him. But people talking about if Devin wants to get back to the top of the sport of boxing, since they were talking about beating Crawford and beating Boots, he should go up and beat one of these guys at 154 if he really wants to get beyond the Ryan. I'll tell you what, if Devin could beat somebody like Bohachuk or Murtazaliev or Madrimov, all would be forgotten with this Ryan Garcia shit. Him going and beating Blair Cobb, nobody's going to really care. If he goes and he beats Teofimo, I don't think people really care. If he beats Santillan, people don't really care. He fights Barrios, Brian Norman Jr., Stan Eunice. I think it's interesting, but nobody really cares. But if he goes up and he beats goddamn Madrimov, Bohachuk, or Murtazaliev, there's not one person that will ever make fun about Devin Haney. The thing is, I don't know if he can do it. I just think that's, again, tough pills to goddamn swallow. Y'all don't try to get Devin killed, man. I understand. I'm rooting for him, too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm rooting for him to come back and get a big win. I don't like how he was done. It really gets under my skin. But at the same time, I'm not going to put him on a suicide mission either. You know, don't get the man killed and shit. Fight Blair Cobb. That's what I think you should do. But Blair Cobb may get him too. But whatever he does, good luck to him. But these boxing fans, somebody should fight these three. Stop it. Just stop. Stop. All right? That being said, I'm going to lay down now. I'm tired. But just stop. Goddamn. With the stupidity. Devin ain't fighting them guys. Stop it. In the breeze.